So like I said in the video, there's all different kinds of functions, but the only one you're going to be focusing on this year is what's called a linear function. And all this is a function that creates a straight line. And you'll get into quadratic functions when you get into algebra. And this is where I'm going to put together the slope with the other piece of that equation you had in the Desmos activity. And this is what's called slope-intercept form, and it looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. M is your slope, which you should already know. But b, this is your y-intercept. This is where the line, if you were to draw it on the coordinate plane, intersects the y-axis. Your y-intercept is always going to have an x value of 0. So off to the side here, I just want you to jot down like an example of what it would look like. So 0, 2. Your y-intercept for this is going to be crossing through 2 on the y-axis. So if you were given a table of values, a set of points, and they wanted you to locate the y-intercept, you're looking for an x value of 0 in the ordered pair. Alright, so let's get to some examples. So your first example, it says, given the slope and the y-intercept of the line, write the equation in slope-intercept form. So it might help you to write underneath here what these are represented with in the formula. So slope's represented with your m, your y-intercept is represented with your b. And you're just going to take this formula and you're going to plug these numbers into it. You're not solving for anything, they just want the formula. So you're going to have y equals, m is your slope, and they have that listed as 3, times x plus your y-intercept, which is negative 5. And you could either write it like this, or you can write this, I'm going to do it off to the side here because I don't have enough room, as y equals 3x take away 5. And I'm going to write it like this if it is given to me as a negative, because this is how you're going to see it. But either way, they both mean the same thing. Alright, just like we did before, I'm doing the odds, you guys are doing the evens. So I'm moving on to 3. So, underneath my slope, I'm going to write m. Underneath my y-intercept, I'm going to put b. So I'm given a slope of negative 1 and a y-intercept of negative 7. So I'm going to write this as y equals negative 1 times x, or you can write this as negative x, either way. I'm going to have this as take away 7. Either one of these is correct. But the way you're going to see it represented is like this. Alright, so moving on to 5, I've got a slope of negative 4 and a y-intercept of 1. So this is going to be y equals negative 4x plus 1. Alright, moving on to the graphs. So you're given a graph, and I want you to identify the slope and y-intercept of the line on the graph, and then write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So you've got a few things going on here. So you've got to identify the slope, which we've already done that. You're going from this point to this point to get your slope. So I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to write this off to the side just in case it needs to be simplified. And then I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 over 4, which does simplify to 1. That's my slope. And if you need to, go ahead and do this as rise over 1, because this is still new for you guys. Rise over 1. You're going up first, then over. Alright, your y-intercept. This is where this line intersects your y-axis. And if you need to, label your x and y-axis. And I just realized I'm doing 6, so you guys are doing 7. So, for this one, your y-intercept is right here. This is your y-axis. This is where this line is crossing the y-axis. So, I'm going to count up from the origin. 3, 4, 5. This is at 5. So, my y-intercept is 5. And now, I'm back where I was here. I've got the slope, I've got the y-intercept, and I'm just plugging it into the equation. So, y equals 1x. I've only got 1x, so I can just leave it as x. And then plus 5, because I've got a positive slope. Not a positive slope, a positive y-intercept. Alright, you guys do 7. Alright, I'm going to get back on to doing the odds, so I'm going to start with 9. Alright, so I need to identify the slope. If I'm looking at this line left to right, it's going up, so it's going to be positive. So I'm going to start with this point right here. I'm going to count up. 1, 2, 3. So from here to here, I went 3. And I'm just going to do that off to the side in case I need to simplify. And then from here to here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope is 3 over 4. My y-intercept, where does this line intersect my y-axis? And it intersects right here. If I start at the origin, I'm just going down 1. So my y-intercept is -1. And now I'm just plugging it into the formula. So y equals mx, my m is 3 over 4 times x. Instead of plus a -1, I'm just going to do take away 1. And that's my equation. Alright, moving on to 11. Looking at this line left to right, it's positive, so my slope's going to be positive. Starting at this point, I'm only going up 1. So, more than likely, that's not going to have to be simplified. Went up 1, and I'm going over 4. So my slope is 1 over 4. My y-intercept, where does this line intersect my y-axis? And it intersects it right here. Remember, you got to start at the origin and count up to that point. And that puts me at a positive 2. And now I'm going to create my equation. So y equals mx, my m is 1 over 4. X, I have a positive 2, so it's going to be plus 2. Alright, last one. If I'm looking at this line left to right, it's going down. So my slope's going to be negative. So starting at this point and counting down to this point. 3. This is 3. So I've gone down 3. And now I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going over 6. So this is -3 over 6, and I do have to simplify that. 3 is half of 6, so this is -1/2. My y-intercept, where does this line cross my y-axis? It crosses it right here. You got to start at the origin and count down to that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went down. This is a -6. So my equation is y equals mx My m is a -1/2 this time, times x. I'm not going to put plus a -6. I'm going to do take away 6. When you're done doing your examples, raise your hand and I will come check your work.